I hope that they will get you motivated. Our subject today, as you see, is cold calling. I never called it cold calling. I call it warm calling. That's how I really look at it. And I feel if you send that perception out to the person you're talking to on the other end of the telephone, call. I believe our emotions, our inspiration is something very, very, very powerful. Talk about cold calling. It's, you know, I'm a man. I do go to believe in God, in Christ. Everybody has their own belief, and that's no disrespect to believe or who you may serve. But I believe the story, there's a parable that, you know, gives a lot of people. And I think you all probably heard of it. It's the sower that went out to sow. It's the same like calling. The sower went out to sow. He went out to sow. The seed is the word, or is your conversation that you are having with a client. When that word went out, sometimes those seeds, they fall, or those words fall on stony ground. Okay? What is stony ground? Stony ground, the way he was basically speaking to us is the world. Sometimes you go out and you try to do something, and it falls on stony ground, and that basically means it don't take root. That means that you didn't put enough wham in it or enough bang in it when you are speaking to those people for it to take root. And so when that seed falls on stony ground, it won't grow, it won't take root. So that you are basically sending your words out. They aren't taking root in that person to grow in that person. You know, if anyone in here in the garden, you have to give it a little water, a little love. You talk to your plants, a little sunshine, that, you know, that plant will take root and it will grow. And sometimes when we are speaking to people, I don't care if it's a 5-minute conversation, it's an elevator conversation, it's a 1-hour presentation. If your words don't take root, they won't grow. They're going to fall on the ground. You got to make sure that you are having empathy and sympathy. Those two things are very important in this parable. Why? If I'm basically going to reverse engineer this, and I'm going to sit behind all of you right now and look through your eyes and see what you are seeing. The cold calling is the same way. You got to be able to think, first of all, they are in their comfort zone. Why are they in their comfort zone? Because they can't hang up on you. They're not in front of you. The most powerful close in any sales is to basically ask the person to get in front of them. Would you like me to come to your house, or would you like to come to our office? Why do I? Because most likely the latter of the two when you ask that question. Would you like me to come to your home or to our office? I know when we get them in the office, they are on your territory. This is your ground. This is your workplace. They are out of your safety zone. I mean, John himself, he does his other job on the side he does closing. And John, when you go and do closings at people's home, they're in their comfort zone, right? They feel safe. They feel nothing can happen to them at home. When we get them on the telephone, they feel the same way. You have to really project so much of your energy, so much of yourself when you're talking to people on the phone. The other parable that when Christ was giving his demonstration of the sower went out to sow, some of that seed, they themselves, they fell by the wayside. What does that mean? Sometimes we can talk thinking about a whole bunch of other things, but at the end of the day, we're not really talking to them because our mind is not focused, concentrating on that being that we are talking to. People ask me, they said, Jeff, why do you like to call so many people? I brought my list out today. As of today, I am at 5,435 calls. I think that's a lot of calls within 6 weeks. Well, 5 weeks. 5 weeks taking out the 4th of July. 5 weeks of calling time. Okay? 5,435 calls. 672 of those people answered the phone. Okay, which is 12%. That is a lot of people to talk to. Okay? First of all, you got to think every one of those people that answered the phone, everybody asked me, how is it to you? Okay? So doesn't fall on the wayside. In the scriptures, the Bible used that the birds may come by and pick it and eat it because they didn't take roots, those seeds. Okay? When I'm talking to, I don't know if anyone ever seen my dialer. It's called the Mojo dialer. When it's dial, it's a triple dialer. It's 3 telephones, it's 3 people are being called at the same time, which is fantastic. It's exciting. One is boring. I need 3 or 4 or 5 lines going at the same time. Because when that phone light up, think of it. You remember when you was the first time going to school and you went to your school the first day, you were terrified. Okay? Your mother probably had to walk you up, hand you off to the teacher or to the principal. They walked you to your class. But the most exciting part about the first day of school was recess. Getting ready to go out to the playground. You see the swings, the teeter-totters, the monkey bars, the sandboxes, all those things. That's how it is for me when that phone lights up. When the people answer the phone, it's like going to recess. Because why? That's an opportunity for me. It's an opportunity for you as a realtor. Every time that phone lights up, I have an opportunity. It's not boring because I don't know what I'm going to get. It's like a box of Cracker Jacks. I don't know what I'm going to get each time. You have to project yourself into the living room of that person you're talking to or the workplace. And everyone in here seen the metrics, right? You remember how they go through the telephone? It's just like that. You have to be yourself on the other side. Basically, my basic conversation when someone pick up, first of all, I'm sorry for disturbing you. They can't say anything to that. Expect your call. They can't even fight against it. I probably, out of this 5,435 calls, I think I probably have 10 hang-ups. Wouldn't you say that's pretty good? Why? Because I'm going to make their experience so different. Themselves are going to want to speak to me more. It's no magic. Anything you do in life, you got to like it. That's your first step in cold calling. You got to like what you do. I mean, you guys are realtors, okay? You guys are the elite of the business world. Far as in financing, when I look at some of the numbers up here on the wall here and the money and the income that you can make for yourself and your families, it's incredible. That's how you have to think about every call. You can make anywhere from $3,000 to $100,000. Depends on the deal. I have talked to people who say they want to buy $5 million worth of land, $10 million worth of land. You never know what you're going to get. Isn't that exciting? You don't know. That's how you got to think of it. You can't look at the person as money. You got to look at how can I serve that person when I call him, number one. Number two, what you got to think of, If I was that person, what would I want me to do for me? You have to treat the person with full respect. He's not just a paycheck. He's a person where you're going to help change his life. You're going to take him from renting a home to owning a home. That's exciting. You remember your first time when you passed the real estate test and Dura gave you permission and turned on the green light for you to go? Remember that day? You were so excited. Couldn't wait to get a client. That's how you should feel every time you talk to somebody. Because they don't know. I got 20 years of experience. I got 50 years of experience. How much experience is in this room right now? How much? It's a real estate experience. If I could sell one thing in the whole world, and if I could bottle it up, and I would probably charge $15 for it, it would be inspiration. How to inspire people. How to make people feel good about themselves. This is not about us. It's about that client that you cold call. Dreams, helping them reach their goals in life. Helping them reach all the things that a husband or a wife, they promise to each other. That's your task. If you yourself, each and every person you talk to, starting today, and think, I'm going to treat this person with excitement, with enthusiasm, and I'm going to inspire them to reach their dream, their goal, watch what happens to your career. I promise you, it is contagious. Enthusiasm, inspiration is contagious. If you married, and if your wife said, honey, go out there and knock them dead today and have a great day. I know you got a showing. That helps. That little bit of inspiration can make other people who you are talking to in cold calling reach their dreams. The other part of the is when Jesus said that the sower went out, some seeds fell on good ground. That means that seed took root. It is being nourished. And that's the way it is. You know, you got seeds that fall on stony ground. People are going to say, you ain't no realtor. You ain't going to never sell nothing. You got people in the birds of the life trying to take everything away from you. You have to think to yourself, I want to inspire every person I talk to. If we go in a sales presentation with the intentions of Mr. and Mrs. Jones, my name is Jeffrey Abraham, and I am your realtor. I work. You what I got. Your presentation. Work with you. That's your goal in life. To take that one client, motivate them, they qualify, they have the income, it's time. It's time for them to go from renting to owning. It's time for them to go away from the place where they was living to a beautiful home that you, realtor, will find for them. When the last parable was that Jesus said that some of you are going to 30%. Some of you are going to produce 60%. And some of you, if your goals go so that high, are going to produce 100%. You can. You of the people you call. You can produce 60% of the people you call. You can produce 100% of the people you call. It's called belief, inspiration, people excited. The worst date you can go on if a person is not excited and they only want to talk about themselves. They do not want that perspective. They want you to listen to them. I don't care. They want to find out. They want you to ask them how their day is. And they want to tell you everything they need to tell you to get it off their mind. And they want to dance. They want to have fun. They want to have laugh. People want to get excited. I don't care if you're dating. I don't care if you're going for a job interview. I don't care if you're doing things with your children, with your family. You gotta take this precious time you have on this planet and count. Because we don't know if we walk out this door, are we going to be here anymore? Every moment should be special. That's how cold calling is special. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm going to get. Every time the phone, people answer it. Okay? Don't be afraid to call people. Don't be afraid to talk to people. You got a presentation, a client come in, and you haven't met them, you only talk to them on the phone, you're going to get ready to present them a real estate transaction, sign them up that they from A through Z to this transaction is finished. You yourself, you should take pride in that. Remember your first day. I want you guys from today till the end of the year, every time you talk to a client, think about it being your first day from today onwards. The first day you got your real estate license. You're excited. You didn't look like this, or because it's early, you had a big smile on your face. You told all your friends, I'm a right? I want you to think back to that day. Every time you pick up a client, every time you talk to a client, think back to that day. And I promise you, watch your business excel. Watch your business increase. Watch your client base increase. I'm going to say, I don't know what happened to Jeffrey, but it's something different about him. Since yesterday I talked to him. You have to get the people excited, people. I was listening to a conversation, I'm not going to say who or what or where. And the realtor was saying, oh, it's not many. A good time to buy. Seriously? I said to him, no, you didn't just say that. You're talking him out of the sale. It's the best time in history to buy. The lowest interest rates that it is. There is inventory. People have been telling me it's not inventory, Jeffrey. Yes, it is. What people tell you. Don't get me started. But at the end of the day, you have to let the people, give them hope. Let them know about hope. I'm going to go to the first slide. What is cold call? I think I just explained what it is to me. What is it to you? What is it? Music, come on. Dun, 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 dun. The Jaws theme, the jingle. You should be afraid. It's an opportunity. How many of you guys in here who that have bought leads? How long until you start calling those leads after you bought them? Be honest. Same day? Same day? Okay. Does over time, do you find yourself not calling them the same day anymore? And that's what happens, guys. You can tell me. But at the end of the day, you yourself, if you get a client, I don't care if it's a referral. Do you know why that client referred you to that new person, that new family who want to buy a home? they remember how you took care of them. They remember how you focused on them weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend, night after night after night after night, showing them homes, answering their, taking care of their concerns. That's why you get a referral, because you did a great job. There's no other reason. You guys in here have referrals, right? Why? Because you did a good job. I talked to some realtors in here, and you know what they tell me? I don't have leads. I just have referrals. I said, man, it must be nice. That means they did a good job each and every time. If you have 10 clients, those 10 people know 10 people. That's 100 people. Those 100 people know 10 people. That's 1,000 people. How many do you really need? 10. You need 10 people. You can multi-level if you do a good job on all 10 of those people. Would you agree? Why is it important? It's a way to market. Let's just give you a scenario. An EMP bomb just went off, and tell you can't call nobody. Your cell phone don't get work. It's sick. We would. We are so used to having a telephone. It's a part of us now. For video media, Facebook, for talking to your loved ones, talking to your clients. If we took away all your phones and I walked with a hat and told me to drop your cell phones in the thing, and I say, you can get it at 5 o'clock, what would you do? How would you get a client? Ask yourself that question. How would you? If I took away everybody's cell phone today, how would you get it? What would Jeffrey Abraham do? I get to walking out on the street, knocking on the door. I talk to everybody in the gas station, everybody in the 7-Eleven, everybody in the store, everybody in the department store. I still got my business cards. I'll get active. What cold calling is. You are mining the neighborhood. Every time you call a person, you don't know what you're going to get. Isn't that fantastic? It's boring if I know what I'm going to get. That's nothing. I know I'm going to get. You go on that fantastic vacation ownership. A lot of you guys know that. I go to a place where I worked for over 14 years, the Canary Islands. You have 7 beautiful houses off the coast of West Africa. The island I worked on, the island of Tenerife. Beautiful. It has a volcano sleeping named Teta that sits there. That's 12,452 feet high. It's absolutely gorgeous. The north of the island is like a rainforest. The south of the islands, Las Cristianas, is a desert oasis. Absolutely beautiful. On a clear day, you can see the island of La Gomera, and you can see Africa if you're on the volcano. Ain't that beautiful? I so dream to people. Denver. Because I just wanted to come on a ski holiday. Aspen, Vail, Breckenridge. I had never been to Breckenridge or Aspen and Vail in my life. The Canary Islands. But that was what the Europeans wanted to come to. They wanted to come to Colorado, most of the people in Spain, and be a cowboy. I'm serious. Most of the Spaniards wanted to be a cowboy. And the Germans, and the English. Everybody wanted to be a cowboy. And they wanted to go on a skiing holiday in Vail or Aspen. To the Europeans. And I've never been to Vail, never seen a resort here in my life. Only the book in the RCI Exchange book. When you are cold calling, it's very important that you yourself sell. You have an elevator presentation, we call it. You got 30 seconds to make an impression. They're going to hang up or they're going to keep talking. You get right down to presentation when I call. Hello, my name is Jeffrey Abraham. I'm doing marketing for RE/MAX, and I was just doing a follow-up. Change the tone of my. Are still looking to purchase a home, or did you already purchase? Shut up. That's it. Nothing special. Keep it very simple. Keep it stupid simple. They're going to choose one. No, I haven't found one. Oh, that's great. You are lucky today. Because I have one of the top realtors in RE/MAX who's ready to show some beautiful homes. Oh, I heard there was no inventory. No, who told you that? That's not true. We have all the inventory. We have it. Not Zillow. We have it. So I'm letting them know it's hope. That's why it's important. How do you contact a client? Tips on cold calling. I can get into all that kind of stuff, but one of the main things, I make it very personal. I treat every person that answered that telephone like it's my first day of real estate. When I first got in the mortgage business and in this business, and I asked the guys, what is my training? He said, get a client. I said, what do I do after that? Get another one. What do I do after that? Get another one. That's how I learned. I didn't know what to do, but I did know how to get a client. And I practiced on that one. I practiced on that one. And I practiced on that one. Why is it important? They say, as in going back to my scriptures, when Jesus took the 2 little fish and the 5 loaves of bread, the thousands of people, I think what he was really trying to teach and the disciples is how to fish. You can catch them all day long. I mean, the first thing we did, I'm from Michigan. When you're a kid, we go, and the first summer holiday I had was camping. And my mother sent us away to this little. I said, well, I was first time away from home, afraid, met new friends. We had a little cabinet. We slept in it. And the first thing they wanted to do was take you out to fish. I was scared of the worm. I didn't want to touch it. Terrified. Imagine that? It's the snake. At the end of the day, what I learned in life, I'm 50 years old now, is that I learned how to fish. I can catch them all day long. After talking to 5,432 people, well, all in that many, and talking to 602 of them, that's a lot of people, right? If we get 60 of those people in this organization, that's a lot of income. Wouldn't you agree? That's only a few percent, right? It's 10%, right? So if you get 1% of it, whatever you get, it's a start. Remember, I told you 10 people. You have to learn how to market. So the whole sorts of things in my life. Start. You create a network. That's your referrals. We call it, grab a quarter out of your pocket. We call it the quarter syndrome. Your circle of influence. How many times have you talked? Everybody knows you're in your family. You already told them all. But do you keep on creating networks out of those people? Having those people work for you? Everybody in here got at least 5 or 10 people in their family, and their cousins and in-laws and so forth. work for you? Have you created a network with them? Have you made sure that every time they hear, want to buy some real estate, only of you? Do you do that anymore? Let's go back to basics. Two things are going to do. They're going to save you a lot of time and save you a lot of money. And if you do all these things the correct way, you're going to build a pipeline. Let's say you got 10 people that you're talking to who want to buy a house. You got 2 under contract. You got 8 more that haven't purchased a home. You got to keep filling your pipeline. You got to keep it at 10. Remember, we talked about 10, right? You don't let it dwindle down.
Only got 4 more people. Sold 6 last month.
You got to get back to 10. How do you do it? You create a network of people always working for you. I have these little things called Take One. Your business cards and put them in there. Go on to the little bar. I think under RESPA you got a little $20 gift for, right? Without getting in trouble. Is that correct? $100. Put some ones, some little gift certificate, Starbucks cards or something like that in different restaurants, and say, hey, here's $5. If you give this out and a person wants real estate, we give them a. Put people to work for you. Do enough, and you have enough inspiration, they will want to work for you. How many people ask me, how many times do you call people? 10 times. It's incredible. I had one lady 2 days ago, and I called her 9 times. She was on her last time, and then I'll delete you out of the system and put you in a future folder. Because then I can get downright, I'm stalking. After 10 times I called her, he's not gonna, the lady said, she said, young man, you aren't going to stop, are you? I said, buy? She said, I am ready to buy. And I transferred the call over to the realtor, and the realtor started talking with her, and the realtor have a problem. The 10th time she picked up, I'm not going to stop. Because they know if you become their realtor, I'm representing you guys when I call for you. They know when you start their search for a home, you aren't going to stop. That's the type of mentality I want to project on your clients. We aren't going to stop until you get what you want. Make a beautiful email. A generic email. You don't have to customize it each and every time. You'd be writing emails for the next 100 years. Okay? Beautiful email that's for everybody. And every time you talk to somebody, as soon as you hang up, just put their name on it. No, immediately after you hang up. Love that. Wow, she can send me an email. I'm special. Send them an email right after you hang up. Don't wait till the end. Do them at the end of the day. Are they not important enough to do that email right then? Showing that to people, reflecting that. You won't make 30% or 60%. You'll be doing 100% of everybody you talk to. Be prepared to answer any question. You guys are professionals. Any question they ask you, people are savvy now. They got the internet. They all think they are realtors, right? They think they know way more than you. If you don't know something I learned in life, But I tell you what, I'm going to find out the answer for you. Even if you know, don't show that you know everything. I'm scared of you if you know everything. Really afraid. I get back to you on that. I'm telling you to lie. Divulge all of your cards at once. I get back to you later today. It gives you the second time to come back and start talking to them later that evening. If I say, hello, John, you know, I'm glad that you came up here today and I spend my and you today, and we get into all our real estate stuff, and I'm starting, and I say, hey, John, on the other point, can I call you tonight, 5 or 7? Which one will work for you? I have those answers for you. Second time. Psychologists have said when you say the name over the third, the fourth time, they know you. They feel that. May I call you John? Mr. Durrell? I'm going to ask for permission to do everything. Make sure you stay focused on your bloody phone off when you're with a client. Sorry to say it like that. Turn it off. They are the most important thing. You know what? When the wife and husband is walking away and they're walking out the door, they're going to say, she was very nice. The phone didn't even ring, honey, the whole time. They don't know you had it off. But that's just show how important those people who are sitting in front of you are. As you know, inside my spirit, that's important to me. That's my basic call script right there. That's it. People say, that's it? That's it. The cat is out the bag. That's it. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon. My name is Jeffrey Abraham. Remax. I'm doing some follow-up to see if you purchased a home or are you still looking. I didn't add that part to it. Are you looking for? Then I go in. I don't stop. Are you 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom? Would you like Arapahoe or Douglas County? Shoot me down. No, I want a 2-bedroom condo. I want to live in what's in it. They're going to ask you questions. I'm going to ask close before I shut up. They're going to pick one. I promise you, they all do. It's human nature. Have you purchased a home or what's, and then say, oh, I already purchased. Some of them say that. Did you get a rate? Did the realtor treat you? Because you might get a refi for our in-house lending department. Right? I never stop talking. Because at the end of the day, I'm always asked buying questions. Whoever has make to sell. I have heard clients, mortgage brokers, real estate professionals over the last 15 years. I learned one thing. Whoever in the first 60 seconds wins. Oh, I spoke to him. I was with this client. You know, I did everything right, but he didn't go with me. I'm trying to call him. He won't call me back now. You didn't take control of the sale. It's just like grabbing a kid by their hand and grabbing them to do everything you need them to do. It's no difference. You gotta lead them into your comfort zone and control the sale completely. Cold call throughout the sales industries have shared their secrets in books, videos, sales, training courses, forums, blogs for years. nearly all of them thing about cold call script. You need to have a well-written script to follow when you make the real estate deals, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, scripts don't have to be. It is quick. It's like, you ever seen people in the Olympics when they fencing? It's quick. You know, you when they touch you. I love that. I love watching that sport. It's the same thing. That's how it should be with your script. That fast, point to the heart. Because we speaking from heart to hearts. Okay? The difference between being able to make 50 to 200 calls per day depends on the length of your script. The real estate cold calling scripts need to be fast. Asking too many questions or wanting to know what each caller thinks takes up too much time. It's not offensive. Some people can be easily offended while others hate all solicitation calls, phone calls. Certainly people are just jerks because this. You yourself have. A lot of people hate us when we call, especially a guy like me who calls them all the bloody time. You can't stand me. Oh, honey, if he called again, I'm calling the FTC. I told one lady I'll give her the number to the FTC. I have it. I do. I will give you the telephone number. It diffused her. She didn't know what to say. No one said that to her in her life. You know, we can do a three-way, ma'am, and let's get the FTC on the phone. What have I done to you? Oh, I don't mean it like that. You get on the see on me and I go and close. Is something wrong? Is it reacts? Is it me? No. I just wanted to see, did you want to buy a home or did you already purchase? I diffused it. I'm going to throw gasoline on it. I'm going to give her the gasoline, the petrol she wants. And let her burn herself up. Okay? I don't mean literally. Okay? Feeling positive impression. Smile even with the phone. It's powerful. Can you with someone fill out their mood a little bit? Can you guys? Yeah, you're good enough to do that, right? They can feel the mood. They can feel that you are so interested in them that it's contagious. Get in the mirror in the morning and practice this. Okay? Like a professional, which you guys all are, be warm. Have a question that you have in mind. Be honest with people. Let them know you are only to serve them. People go to a restaurant, go to a five-star hotel, go to an airline. People want service. The first thing you should say, how can I serve you? You're going to say, you can't. I've never heard someone say, no, you can't serve me. Why do you tip when you go to a beautiful restaurant? You got great service. That's why we tip. It makes you feel good about yourself too. Give 2 quarters instead of 1 quarter. Congratulations. That's what cold calling means to me. Thank you for your time. God bless you for attending. Peggy, it's all yours. Any questions? Any questions? This is what I would like for all of you guys to do. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I would like for you guys to, you got calls to make today. Every person, I want you to change your whole base today. Every person you call up, you know, Jones, I've been thinking about you all day. I'm glad we can talk. And, you know, I know that we've been talking for the last 2 weeks, but I want to serve you. What do I need to do to serve you and make you a happy person? That one statement will change everything. I promise you guys. If you use it, say it your way. You can't say it your way. Your way. Who you are. Okay? You start calling leads probably about 20 years ago. I used to call out the telephone book. That's straight up cold calling, huh? I used to call, get in the area, oh, this is that street, and I would go down there and call one at a time and dial them. That's cold calling. Well, today is warm calling. You get leads from, that's warm. You can't, I burn myself on a client that's hot. They want information. They want to look at a house. They want something. I want you guys from today until December 31st, 2017 to treat every client special. If you do that, you help a lot of people get what they want, they're going to help you get what you want. Thank you very much and have a good day.